Alright. Hello everyone. My name is Titan Dragon. We're back in Satisfactory. So as you can see, I have taken on an orange theme for October, since it is Halloween this month. So I'm using a an orange and black color theme. So everything that is painted with the normal fix-it swatch is going to be that color. So, since the last stream, I've done a bit of work in the world. I decided I needed to get past Phase 3 and into Phase 4. So I set up several manufacturers. So I had this doing adaptive control units. I had it produce me 100 of them. But we're done with this. Then over here, since I'm not producing smart plating, I had this producing smart plating, which then would feed into this container, but eventually I set up this manufacturer to make me the modular engines. Again, we're done with that. This produced us enough modular engines that we now can get all the way through this phase. I actually think I have more than enough there. Alright. I also set up a temporary computer so that I could fill this container, because I needed to do signals. I also have a temporary thing for circuit boards, and again, high-speed connectors. I did not fill up this container, but I have enough. Alright, let us go finish this phase.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation. Congratulations, the Phase 3 project part shipment is finally ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 3 will be completed and the main body will be constructed. You should know how this works by now. You'll get access to Tiers 7 and 8 in the hub. In fact, perhaps you should just go look at the technologies there yourself. It's all laid out so that even a monkey could understand it, so you should have no issues. Speaking of which, I don't think you need a reminder about project parts. Instead, I will be providing some interesting facts. Did you know the average pioneer succeeds at saving the day? Did you know the average pioneer knows how to optimize pipe throughput? Did you know the average pioneer stays late at work because they care about humanity? Anyway, I thought you might want to know more about your peers. Good luck in Phase 4. Phase 3 of project assembly completed. Fixit's predictions indicate pioneers should generally reach this point faster with above-average results, but we should all adjust our expectations according to the situation. It is understandable. The pressure and complexity will only increase from here, so be sure to take on Phase 4 with efficiency and competence.
Thanks, Ada. But I thought you said I was a monkey. Actually really like seeing these things moving about in the space elevator. I think that's kind of cool. Alright. The next step is to knock out research.
Cluster Nobelisk unlocked. This type of Nobelisk detonates into multiple smaller explosions. Can be used for clearing large areas of vegetation and other inconveniences. Addendum. Inconveniences, in this case is not defined to include persistent family members, raccoons, student debt, the sunrise, peer performance reviews, neighbors learning to play the saxophone, phone calls, or your favorite show getting cancelled.
I don't have any of those things here, Ada. Alright.
Gas Nobelisk unlocked. Chase away creatures with a damaging cloud of gas. Note: also harms unwary pioneers. Not for recreational use.
Okay.
Homing rifle ammo unlocked. This ammo can be loaded into a normal rifle and, when fired, will seek a target. Clarification: this does not make the rifle a homing rifle. If you leave the rifle alone, even when loaded with this ammo, it will not return home like a devoted and adorable puppy and/or kitten.
Interesting. Alright.
Programmable Splitter unlocked. This upgrade to the Smart Splitter provides additional options to improve conveyor belt logistics.
Nice. And let's go ahead. Pull out a little bit of SAM. And we'll pull out my Mercers. And we'll go ahead and do some more alien technology.
Dimensional expansion increased to 400%. Parts can now be stored as elementary particles in a hyperdense deconfined state. Normally I'd explain the basic science, but I don't think this one can be simplified enough for you to understand.
We composed a growth song, but you composed a shrink song, so we remain silent. The dance of your bones and organs and veins amuses us.
I understand. Seeing the pioneer perform tasks also amuses me. Dimensional upload speed increased. The dimensional shift now no longer cares how complex the components of the original part are, and will save each part as a single collection of particles that can be instanced easily.
Group shift the body chord flow cycle song of the 5-layered shallow state.
I'm working on it, but are you saying there is another layer? Is it a sensor limitation?
Deepen.
Helpful.
Alright. No, we're not going to research those two. We will Save those for later, actually. We can throw those in there as well. Alright, over to the hub. Let's look at Tier 7. Bauxite Refinement. So this is critical because we're going to need to get the alk-clad aluminum sheets and the aluminum casings for the Mark V conveyor lifts. We also need to get the hazmat suit. Oh, and this one unlocks the blender, which we're going to be needing for stuff in Tier 8. So we have the fused modular frame, then our resource wells. That is a lot of supercomputers. Alright. Let's go ahead. Select this one. Let's pull some stuff out of the dimensional depot. Let's see, we need motors. Oh, I already got heavy modular frames. In fact, we can throw that extra one in there. We need rubber. That should be sufficient. And I don't have enough computers. Okay.
Milestone reached. Bauxite is refined into aluminum products via a multi-step process. Considering your past achievements, you should have the minimum required skill to overcome these new production challenges. If it helps, many others have done this before, so if you fail, someone else will eventually succeed.
Those extra ones we're just going to throw into the awesome sink. Yep, I've been doing a lot. Now we're going to go over that in a minute. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and do those two. No customizer. Where are we at? 50? Okay. Because I have enough. Where are we at? 70. Is there anything else I haven't grabbed yet? No. I have zero intention of using the floodlights and the indoor lighting. You can use signs to also produce light, and they don't take power. These you have to connect into a power source. And these I don't need anytime soon either. Alright.
Humans have long practiced delegating work that strains and tires them to machines. It is their best achievement. Simple counting and short-term memory are often among such challenges, which the conveyor throughput monitor is specialized in. Simply add it to any belt, and it will tell you its throughput after only 1 minute.
Alright, so I'm going to tear all of these manufacturers and containers down. I'm actually going to tear down this whole entire base. I have different plans for what I want to produce here. So let me bring over my handy dandy window. Actually, it'd just be easier to look at this right here. So I'm going to produce 6 smart plating, 20, basically all of these right here, which basically should cover my basic needs. I have decided to take my heavy modular frame factory, and I'm going to actually turn it into a frame factory. That's what its focus will be, so we'll produce the heavy modular frame, versatile framework, modular frames, and fused modular frames. So I got it laid out and planned, so eventually I'll go over and rework that factory over there. I added a second floor of batteries over there. Come on, let's get up. I'm still working on the exterior design. Whoop. I've gone in and I've pathed a bunch of different vehicles. So I have this one here. It just takes motors. That one there goes and picks up my automated wiring and my AI limiters. So, and drops it off here. In fact, all the trucks that pick up stuff eventually drops it off here. This truck station here is just for fuel, so it's full of fuel that I had brought in. That truck that just left will drive out to my encased industrial beam factory that's up here, and drop off fuel there, because there is one truck that doesn't come down this way, and it just goes from that factory to my frame factory. That one, no, not the white one, the other one. There's another one. The machines are there, they're just not rendering in from this far away. That white one comes down here and drops off the frames and the encased industrial beams, but there is one that just goes in between the two, so it needs to be able to have fuel brought to it. I'm not currently producing any more fuel, But I did produce a bunch that goes into this station, or to this particular one. It unloads it, kicks it up to there, and then that refuels. Currently, everything that gets manufactured comes in here, gets unloaded, and of course goes into here. So we have the automated wiring, AI limiters, motors, beams, and heavy modular frames. Then I do have a train. It is on its way here. And this train runs between 3 different stations. So we're going to go ahead and ride it to the next station. So it's picking up that stuff. It's going to go to the next station, and it will drop off the AI limiters and pick up whatever's there. Currently there's nothing being manufactured at that station that's connected to the train. So I have planned my railway to go up into the, I believe that's the Titan Forest up there. And past this station, it's going to continue on down, because I still need to go connect it to my fuel factory that's all the way out there. Alright, this station is set up to receive items in just this first cargo container, or first freight area. These two are for picking up items. So for example, I plan on building using that 900 oil that I can get out of the nodes right there, to make more plastic, because I need over 600 plastic and I'm only making 233. So this is going to be torn down and rebuilt into a fuel/plastic processing facility. I've actually gone ahead and set up my computer factory for the most part. So these manufacturers are going to be supercomputers. I just don't have the recipe yet, and it's going to be the standard supercomputer recipe. These here are going to be regular computers. I just don't have power, but I've ran plastic through it just to get the belts full. One thing I need to do is turn this smart splitter into a programmable splitter. So we have circuit boards that are going to come out and go across, get fed into the computer. We have plastic that comes out, goes across, gets fed in. And then this side needs to be high-speed connectors and AI limiters. So I'm building up AI limiters here. So center, this should be plastic. Left should be circuit boards. And we'll just do an any. Well, no. I need to make sure. So that should be AI limiters and high speed. And there we go. So these are going to come across. They run along the back side here. They go all the way around. I believe I have 12 of these blueprints set up. We can actually count them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yep, there's 12 of them. This should produce us, I want to say 25 computers a minute. Take 12 times 2.5. Oh, 30 computers a minute. So anyways, the computers are going to come out here, join with the high-speed connectors and the AI limiters. They're going to come along here, of course, and go to these manufacturers over here. I just have smart splitters here, so this first one's going to kick out computers that direction. The next one will kick out, that shouldn't be computers, I need to fix that. Speed connectors. Plastic is up here because it has to be on a different belt speed. This should be AI limiter. Okay. Yep. AI limiters. And then this row will be my leftover circuit boards. They got to go on to a different facility. And of course my plastic goes on, and the plastic and all the extra will run over into this container to be taken away. Again, this one will be primarily for fuel when I get that up and running. And of course, I need copper ingots, because that's what goes here. So I have copper ingots, plastic, circuit boards, and of course computers are down at the bottom. Alright, where is this train at? It is... looks like it's on its way here. So we'll jump on that train and ride it to our next destination. I have not finished decorating this place. This power tower right there, I'm going to be moving that to the top of this facility once I finish getting it decorated. I just want to get it up and running before I do. Alright. Okay, there goes more AI limiters. So what I'm doing is I'm dropping off the AI limiters here to be used in supercomputers. Whatever doesn't get used in the supercomputers will then be taken down to this third stop, which will be for which will be for being put into storage and whatever else I need to be manufactured at this third facility. But this third facility will not export anything. It only takes things in. It's going to be my central storage, my space elevator, and it will make space elevator parts. Starting with the modular engine and the adaptive control unit. And I've already got manufacturers set up, I'm just not bringing in all the parts that I need to yet. I haven't even started on the central storage for it yet. Alright, so when this train leaves, well, it won't be completely empty if I were producing fuel. It will not drop off fuel at this location. So let's hop out. And away it goes. Alright, so the stuff comes in here, we drop it down below. But up here, I've got this section here. It is set up to do the modular engines. So I got 3 of them. They're all underclocked because I only want to make 2.5 per minute, so I just underclocked all of them. And then over here in this room, we got another manufacturer for the adaptive control units. Currently, the way I'm doing this down below here, so everything currently is running into an awesome sync just because I don't have the storage set up yet. So everything comes in, gets unloaded into the various machines. It's running onto the various belts from all 4 of these containers. They all just come along here, go down here. Smart splitters to say, hey, what do we need here, and shoot it up. And then I've got these merging onto here. It's just temporary. Once I know what my storage situation will be, I'll probably have this belt curve off a different way. These will probably merge onto this belt before I curve it off, because I believe, I'm going to be using these things in the future production. I just haven't decided where I want my central storage to be. if I, you know, because I don't know how many more of these big machines I'm gonna need. I think I need a blender, a particle accelerator. I may not have the height for a particle accelerator. But that is where we're at with this. I'm going with the double black paint job and then just using lights to highlight, or not lights, signs. To give us lights. I kind of handicapped myself with being able to expand out this way. But I think this is kind of where I want my storage to be, is over here. So I will probably do something a little different with this area. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll make this like a have my MAM, my workshop, or something set into here. Probably remove these and then do my have this go out this way. And set up my storage here. I do want to keep this diagonal wall. I think that's really cool. But I'll figure it out. There is no rush. One other thing is I've started to go around and collect the geothermal vents. I think I have like 6 of them currently, and I've tied them all to the power network that's driving my trains. So what I think what I want to do is have my trains and my truck stations on a power network that has these geothermal, just because they go up and down in how much power they generate, and so does trains and the truck stations. And then I'm painting everything on this other power network copper. I think the copper finish is really cool looking. Hey Saints! Sorry I didn't see your message till just now. It's going well. How's it going for you? we're heading back to the hub. Alright, one thing we need to do before we can build the aluminum is there's several recipes. There's the 400 for that. The question is, do I have enough? Yes.
Milestone reached. Fixit dedicated this milestone to the conveyor belt and lift Mark V. They may be implying that your factory could be further optimized. While they are correct, I believe they are setting unreasonable expectations. Having all of humanity very definitely relying on your work is a lot of pressure. It's a good thing I'm here.
Alright, going back into my designs, so at this one here, so while I'm bringing in 233, I still need to produce their 250 about plastic for my computers and another 160 for my supercomputers. So that's why I have designed this one. I think I'm going to actually boost this back up to 100. So I use all... Alright, I think I had a momentary glitch there with my internet connection. Alright. Okay. Sorry, I was having some internet connection issues. Alright, going back to here. So, so I need 540 plastic on top of what I'm already bringing into that factory. If we go look at my crystal oscillators. Okay, it's not the crystal oscillators. It's the circuit boards. There we go. I need 660 copper ingots. So again, I need a belt that's a higher speed than what I currently have. So I haven't figured out where I'm going to set up my bauxite. I've been looking at the map. Actually, I've mostly been looking at where to build my circuit boards, high-speed connectors, and my crystal oscillators. So here is my aluminum casing factory that I want to build. Again, we're going to be making 225 of the casing, and the aluminum sheets 210. So I have I already have the pure, so I need to get the pure aluminum ingot, the sloppy alumina, and the alternate alclad casing to make my stuff go a little farther, I believe. So this is a fairly complex process here. Especially since I only need 3 refineries. Or a total of 3. And we're going to have some water that we're going to backflow into these ones. So we'll probably work on that the next time I stream. Alright, you are back. Awesome. I think the hover pack... Do I still have enough sheets? Yeah, let's go ahead and do the hover pack. A couple more of those. Need more motors. Okay, and computers. Okay. Still need a few more motors. That should be enough.
Milestone reached. The hover pack draws energy from nearby power connections, and so can only be used in their vicinity. It provides an excellent vantage point of your work, which you clearly need. Otherwise, you would have optimized that obvious problem by now.
Alright, the hover pack is great for when you're... If only I could remember how to go down. Let's see. There we go. So as long as you're connected to power, you can fly around, hover. It is awesome. Alright. So what I did is I planned out a factory. I think this one needs a little bit of work. Yeah, I could have utilized the space a little better. So we have copper that comes in here. This would be silica or quartz to make silica, and of course that goes into there. So for my circuit boards, I just have those. Okay, and then I made a bus for it. Again, I didn't. This was the first one I made like that. So that's why I have the double. It's because I didn't plan for belts coming in and out. If we go to the high-speed connectors, so this one only has the 4, and mind you, that's the output from the machines. Actually made it better, like I did with the computers. So we got the one manufacturer. So this will come out and line up with there. It just doesn't line up. So if I try to run my belt and do straight mode, it just doesn't work the way I want it to. So again, we have raw quartz coming in. This turns into silica. Machines are yeah. So one machine. So one of these is quick wire. One of them is circuit boards, and of course the silica. So the silica quartz goes at the top, comes down. So I will be sorry, this one and the circuit boards will be at the same factory. Yeah. These are Mark II. So can't look at the crystalline oscillator, but the same theory. I just have a bus that I run down the middle, that I run belts straight through, and then I just connect the belts after I place them all, like I did in my computer factory and that factory there. Alright. There we go. I was thinking I was on having the jetpack. Really quickly, let's check the MAM. Okay, let's go ahead and use our rescan. This one is tempting, because I'd have to produce petroleum coke. So if we come over here to this, go to here, go recipes really quick. So if we do this one, rather than the sloppy alumina, maybe we use that in conjunction with. So we would need 102 crude oil. We produce some petroleum coke. We would need slightly less. Actually might be worth it. We'll think about that one. Because that would mean having to use a train to bring stuff down. Okay. So we're gonna work on extending our rails. So this is the process that I do. I'm going in between. from, you know, point A to point B. This is actually kind of the reason why they're uneven and they wiggle. Which I kind of like that. Trying to avoid going through that tree. I think that's okay. Yes, I'm aware of the auto connect feature. But it makes, I tried doing some rail design with that. I'd have the rails sticking out on each end, but it made doing my signals, my block signals and my path signals be off, which I did not like. One moment. Bean. Limestone node right there? It is. Interesting. Okay. I will actually probably go through and do that with a lot of my power lines, just so that they run in conjunction with my rails. But I'm also leaning towards running a wire underneath for the fluctuating power line. All right. Alright, there's one of them that we want. I'm going to hold off on selecting it till Sloppy Alumina shows up. wire is too long. Alright, we'll fix that in a minute. Somewhere along here, I'll probably have a rail. Actually, this probably wouldn't be a bad spot. Have the rail break off and run back into that area if I decide to build in that area. Is that what I think it is? That is a Mercer sphere. As long as you are holding down C, those guys will not will not open up, even if you're coming in on your jetpack. Where was that other one? Well, we'll find him later. Or never find it. There are tons of power slugs in this area. There's also a cave right there. Gonna take a little break from running the rails and let's gather up some power slugs. Whoop. Come on. So there's a hard drive in this area, in that direction. Interesting. Alright. just so many power slugs. In my opinion, this is one of the most beautiful areas of the game. It's one of the reasons why I kind of don't like building in it. It's just very peaceful. I am trying to get up here for that Mercer sphere. Of course, it's peaceful until I show up. Where did it go? It must still be up higher. There's two of them. No. I see another Mercer right there. Oh. When I was out exploring, there is a sumer sloop right here, and it's surrounded by uranium, so I thought I'd use my hover pack, pick it up, not hover, my jetpack, pick it up, and then get out of there. That did not work. I ended up mining the uranium, and then I died. Hey, sumer sloop. There they are. Okay. Overshoot that Mercer sphere. There it is. Still so many slugs out there to get. Alright. So if you ever decide to start off in the northern forest, this spot has 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe those are pure iron nodes. Copper there, copper there. You got a limestone there. You have crystal, quartz back somewhere along there. Oh, it's probably further down. There is a cave right there. There we go. There's our sloppy alumina. Then we want the alcad casing. I'm gonna need to think about this one. Probably will. The tricky part is finding a spot that will have oil close by and bauxite and copper. I mean, I could always bring in the copper and the petroleum coke. Let's go ahead and start scanning another one. Alright. I believe there's still one more hard drive in this area that we're gonna go snag. And note, there's a supercomputer right there. Alright, what do we need to open this? The only downside to this area is that you don't have a lot of space to build, so either you gotta go vertically or you gotta go out above here. Right, I see another Mercer sphere, so I'm going to go after it. Alright. While I'm driving back there, let's look at this. We need to know copper. Let's leave coal on. Let's turn on oil. And turn on bauxite. So we do have some bauxite there. If we go the petroleum coke route, now there is some bauxite down here. I've actually already have put miners on them, and there's a copper here, another bauxite right there, but the nearest coal is up here, and the nearest oil would be that up there, those here which I'm going to be using, or some up here. Those together would only give me 300 with a Mark II miner, and I need 3. So going back to here, so I've already got the factory for the most part planned out. Of course, this needs more refineries. The issue I have is my first playthrough, I did utilize this coal node and these 3 bauxites. I didn't use any power shards, and of course this copper. And I set up a push-pull train system to bring these back and forth. I only need 500. The issue with this one is I don't have copper nearby. I think I did consider that spot for my first time. I definitely have to hit a pure bauxite node. That one's pure right there, because that's a Mark 1. I don't necessarily need to build it over here. It's just slightly more convenient. Because it's more central to where I'm working. I want an extensive train network. Pick up the bauxite from here. Alright, I am going to think about this tonight, guys, and I will figure it out so that tomorrow we can set up maybe not that full factory. Maybe just a partial one. Those are my endgame numbers that I believe I need to be creating. According to this. So we come down, check out. So this says I need 124, and this says I need 164. Honestly, I said let's go over, which is what I wanted, what you want, so you have extra for building. So yeah. Thank you for joining me tonight. Like I said, I think I will think it over. I'm probably going to continue building that train line out to my fuel plant. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next stream.